guys, Tuesday, January 14th. Just heading out for the day. Let's say goodbye to the dogs. Here's Coop. He's a bit camera shy. There's Holly. Oh, there she goes. Maybe it would be cool to put the camper on the F450, hook up the trailer and camper, and head down to California and hit up Barrett-Jackson, potentially swing by the block at DDE to Pomona for the Grand National show. What do you guys think? The content for the next few days will be me getting ready. Camper has already been fitted with the truck for a couple years, but I've never rigged up the enclosed trailer behind the camper. I do have the proper dual truss hitch for it. I have a equalizer bar set up for the trailer. I've just never had it all connected together as one. I've only ever had my boat connected behind it. We'll throw up a picture. Done some big trips with my business partner. We've driven all the way to Virginia Beach to pick up a couple of movie replica vehicles, and then we took them to Orlando to show them, drove them back through Nevada, completely went around the United States. Then just about a year ago we towed the Mindell Coupe and the Predator AF customs built for my business partner to Detroit and then to Toronto. Doing this trip solo and meeting my business partner and his son down there. They are wanting to look at potentially buying a movie replica vehicle to add to their collection, bring the trailer just in case, but also on a long road trip with the camper. You have no storage really, and being that I'll be going to California for my first time and I'll be there for over probably 3 weeks, I'd like to be able to bring my mountain bike, an electric scooter, to get around a little bit more. Never been to Barrett-Jackson, and I've never been to the Grand National show. You know, we're contemplating bringing the Mindell Coupe there next year, so this show was a bit of a scouting for that. So we have some friends going down there. JF is bringing Kevin's Predator down there. He's actually already down there. So yeah, it'd be pretty cool. And I follow Daily Driven Exotics, watch their videos, and they're out there. I know there was talks of them having a block party mid to end of January. I think, you know, right around their last time they had one when they were talking about having another. With all the changes they're doing, who knows? I'm not sure. I've sent them messages. Don't expect them to respond to somebody they don't know, but you never know. Stay tuned. We will be doing probably, I would say, daily or every second day videos. So if you know of any must-stop places, it'd be pretty neat to just pull on a beach somewhere and set up camp for the night. Comment below or DM us. That would be awesome. Another beautiful day in Chilliwack. We've hit, I think, 0 degrees and 1 degree finally, but no signs of any snow yet. So out of the 3 places I've mentioned, going to Barrett-Jackson, the Roadster show, swinging by DDE. Hopefully there's a block party, but if not, I'll probably swing by there just to swing by there. Any other ideas that you might have where I should swing in and, you know, spend some time, let me know in the comments. That'd be interesting. Getting in, gotta make the decision on whether I am going to do this really quick. I have a customer wanting to potentially remove his 5.7 Hemi that he's put in his older car and swap it with a 6.4 392. He's already had to do work to the 5.7. It was an auto wrecker engine that I think he did a camshaft in. He's done cylinder heads on it. He's done a few things, but it just doesn't have that modern power he wants. He's also running it off of I think the Holly Terminator. He's had issues already with the coil driver, I believe. He just feels like, you know, he did this modern swap for reliability, and he doesn't feel like he has that reliability. The engine's broken down on him a couple of times. Now he's had issues with the Sniper. I gotta go talk with Mike in Parts and get him a quote on a 392 crate engine and the Mopar. I'm not sure what they call it. Like GM calls it the connecting cruise. I'm not sure what Mopar calls it, but that's kind of the way he's leaning towards for reliability. You know, just a factory engine with that little bit more torque he really wants. Yeah, so I got to go in and deal with that this morning, as well as a couple of returning clients. 1960 F250. We did a restoration on the body a few years ago at Stone's, and then we chassis swapped it last year. The crew cab, pretty rare truck. I'll get a video or pictures of it put up here, and it's come and swapped already. So we chassis swapped it with like the 08 and up F350 chassis, and we built the fuel tank for it. Coming back, we have a pinhole leak in the top of the tank that's seeping. We also ordered in a better tailgate hinge latch system for it. We just used the typical spring-loaded bullet pin latches for it when we did the truck a few years ago, and I think it was already done that way probably in its first restoration 10 years or plus ago. The tailgate just, it moves side to side. Every time you close it, those pins chip the paint. So I can't remember the name of the company that makes the kit that we have, but we put it into the 56 Merc that we're building. We seen how good the quality of that was, so we ordered a setup for that truck. So we need to get that truck in for a tiny bit of warranty work on that fuel tank and also the tailgate stuff. So a bunch of things to deal with this morning. Have a quick meeting with Mark and Leah and make a decision if I'm going to head out and book these vehicles. Just doing my typical morning drive around the shop to see what's happening before I go up into my office here. So yeah, like I say, this video's posted means I've made the decision to get on the road. I feel I want to be on the road probably Thursday if I make this decision. So yeah, comment below anything that you want to see, and if you know any information on that road trip from Vancouver to Scottsdale. Time for the subscriber draw from when we started the new channel. I have in front of me, I believe it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 people that are in the draw for the $1,000 gift card, and I have the first 5 subscribers gift cards here as well. So I will reveal that right now, and then we will put all the names in a box here, shake it up, and I will pick out one of the 16 people, and you have won the $1,000 gift card. So let me flip this around and I'll show you how I have it laid out here. So here you are. You guys have already won. These are the first 5. I already see one of you guys lives overseas, so it's going to be tough for you to get your vehicle detailed or anything, but we can maybe send you something out. Just give us a comment or DM and we will get this figured out for you. And then here is the list of the draws that I'm going to now crumple up into little balls and put into a little box. We'll take this box and each name and put them in here. I'll do this as quick as I can. Kind of hope the one username here wins just because it's funny. This username bites. That's a pretty unique name. It took me a minute to figure it out. I actually had to lay a piece of paper over it to read it. I was like, what does this say? I'm surprised only one family member of an employee got in on this. This is just all other people. So let's see, one more here to crumple up, and then we'll shake it up and see who gets it. Okay, they're all in there. Shake that all up, and let's see. So congratulations on these 5 people. All right, maybe we should cut this, and you have to watch the whole video to find where this winner is for the $1,000 card. But I'm going to do it right now, and we'll see if Leah cuts the video and puts it at the end. So here we go. Good morning, Wednesday the 15th. I haven't completely made the decision yet whether I'm going to be driving to California and to Scottsdale, but we have started getting things prepared. My truck is off getting the front tires replaced. Head over to Kevin's farm to pick up some show stuff for the Predator to either send with somebody else or bring myself if I end up going. Still preparing everything. We got the trailer getting fixed up and ready to go. So yeah, stick with us here. We'll let you know. Just gonna swing by storage and pick up all the Super Truss hitch and equalizer hitch and everything I'll need for the enclosed trailer behind the shop truck. Wow, sorry, F450. I'm driving the shop truck. Yeah, I know I keep talking about it, but man, this weather is just phenomenal. So it's 5 degrees, but Blue skies and sunny today. And Leah was telling me yesterday that she heard it's maybe 1 day of rain over the next 2 weeks. So we might skip out on winter this year. Loaded up from the farm. I got the Mindel Coupe wheel stanchions that run off the car with a AccuAir air ride system. And we're gonna retrofit them with a Schrader valve so we can just run compressed air to them and potentially use them on the Cougar, aka Predator, that JF is showing in Mona, and also the half tire that he's got for the car. Display purposes, you might want to run the half tire, which shows off the bodywork and brakes and everything under one corner of the car. So just heading back to the shop now to get that in process and check on the trailer over in the fab shop right now. We've had a couple mishaps in the last month or so with the trailer. One of our employees was towing a car to White Rock, and traffic stopped suddenly in front of him, and ABS on the shop truck he was using kicked in and was not allowing him to stop. He dodged the vehicle without a collision, except he dragged the fender down the side of the car he dodged. Not a week or two later, one of the other employees was moving a shop truck and didn't realize the trailer was actually hooked to the shop truck. It was all frosted over in the morning. Didn't realize, I guess, and dragged a fender on the other side of the trailer on a piling or a pole in the yard. So just getting those fixed up, checking over all the wheel bearings and brakes and tires, and just making sure it's ready to go on the 5,000 to 6,000 kilometer round trip that I'm potentially going on here this week and over the next few weeks. Good view of Shiam Mountain here on the highway. So hopefully we can get all this dialed in today, as I'd like to hit the highway Friday at the latest if I decide to do this trip. Okay, just got to the hot rod shop. Gonna take a look what's going on here. Got everything in the back of the truck here to unload. Just waiting for Lordco to get out of the way. Got everything I'm gonna need in here for the distribution hitch and the 4-foot extension hitch, and our Mindel Coupe wheel stands. So yeah, just waiting to get some space here to back in. Lordco must be exchanging some tanks, I would assume. Morning, guys. Yeah, I guess it is afternoon, isn't it? Yeah. So yeah, he's just fixing up the metal on the side here. See, they got some hubs off. Yeah, they did a number on those flares, didn't they? Yeah. Yeah. The other side's even worse. Yeah. Yeah, this side just rubbed into a BMW. That side tried to take out the building. So, yeah, this trailer's been getting a beating the last little while. We used the heck out of it. So, yeah, this is just your day-to-day rash here, but this is where it smoked a pole outside the shop there when it was moved when we didn't know it was hooked up. So that straightened out, and the step got ripped off when Mike was using it racing last year. Caught it on something. These jacks only last about a year, it seems, so throwing a new one on. We've already prepared this trailer to work behind the camper last year when we put the jack on, so we moved it back so we'd have the clearance. So these the jack, like the wheel stands for Kevin's for the 34, we want to make them universal so they will work with just like an air compressor. Okay. So they all have, I'm guessing this would be the male end. Yeah. And we want to get another quick connector with a Schrader valve on it. Oh, okay. For all 4 of them. So we'll need, so this is all, that's all dash 4 stuff. All the spare stuff we have is the big dash 6. It comes in kits, so you probably have to buy 4 kits to get the ends we need. So whatever it takes to quick connect to this, because we don't want to alter this at all because it's set up for the car. Yeah, yeah. Another quick connect for each one. Yeah, yeah. And a Schrader valve. Okay. Whatever it takes to put a Schrader valve on, so we can just use a compressor. Yeah, yeah. And then we can use them for any car. We kind of need this stuff like real quick. Okay, so the other thing we need to do to this is weigh bars. Oh, this thing keeps losing its track on me here. If we clamp this in, yeah, and then put a jack on that or something, you should be able to hook up all the bars. You should be able to hook the bars into the hitch. I'm sure you've done these before, eh?
It's been a while.
But the only issue is usually these just clamp onto the frame rail.
Oh, yeah.
And we've got that plate welded on.
So it's solid? That is solid.
Yeah, so maybe we just bolt this bracket on.
Lower these bolts and then just drill it.
Yeah, they're going to be on forever.
If it's all tight, the clamp.
It's a lot of torque on that thing, man.
About the distance, I'm not sure the exact science of that because you need to be able to
be straight up and down the thing.
Well, that part's obvious. But what I'm talking about is the length, like how far back.
Where it needs to be.
So when you steer, those don't fall out, right? But actually, yeah, no, it would be better if we were able to bolt this piece on and then still have this adjustable.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if we can actually get this attached to the trailer, we could probably go use the top bolt near the top and then probably use like the second or third bolt hole up. And then we should have enough adjustment still.
Yep. All right.
All right, just gonna head into detail, see what's going on in here today. Morning.
Morning, or afternoon.
I guess it is afternoon, yes. Undercoating job on the go. Got the frame all scraped up and cleaned up. Flat silver BMW in here for detail. Kind of a neat color. And Leah's Jeep. She doesn't use it very often anymore. We used it as a courtesy vehicle the other day, actually. Good morning, Thursday morning. Our rod shop, looking at the trailer. They got a bunch of work done yesterday. So we got the equalizer bars on, we got the new jack on, and he's fixed up the flares that were all tore off of it on both sides. So that's all looking good. And this was the axle side that got hit real hard. It's now straight. So just tying in some loose ends. I think I got the step to do, and he's in replacing the battery for the breakaway switch. Let's see what else is going on in here. Working away on the McLaughlin. Got the spare tire style fenders on there. What you working on today?
Windshield.
Windshield? Oh yeah.
Corners.
Oh nice.
They were missing.
Oh okay. So they're making parts. Nice. Good.
Getting them ready to send them over the rest of the chroming.
Yeah. Cool. Fenders look good. I think we're just down to waiting for the bumper for the back of this. This car is in for some upholstery work. Cool little car. Morning. Is this the El Camino seat? Nice. Body shop, we have some painted parts for the 40 Ford. Honda front bumper going on in the booth. And it looks like the boat is primed and getting prepped out so it can be painted. Okay, so he's drilled and tapped out the broken bolt. We've located new bolts. Now you just got to dig out the torque wrench. These are spec'd at 400 foot-pounds. We got the new rubber on the front. We got this work van in here, like I've mentioned in previous videos. Well, we can drop the hot rod projects for fleet work. So this is an electrician's van, and his transmission needs to be rebuilt and has some oil leak issues, so taking care of all that at the same time. Riviera is back in to do some more work. He wants us to get the air conditioning up and running, and the heater system wasn't quite working, but that didn't much matter for the summer to deliver the vehicle. So this car, we did a full color change and upholstery color change as well. Leah is currently working on the video of just this car to post. Should be either up now or today, I would think. Trans Am fuel tank out, getting the fuel system working. It's pretty much got everything done but the fuel system. El Camino is just getting the transmission installed.
Thank you.
All right, little update on the Land Cruiser. We've rebuilt the carb, we've undercoated it and done a few other things. We're just quoting out repainting his roof and fixing the holes from somebody's work of having a light bar on it at one time, and quoting out some upholstery for him. Other than that, mechanically, I think we're done everything he's wanted done. And once he decides on the quotes for the other two things, then when that's all done, the girls will be doing a polish and paint protection to try and keep this paint looking good. It's supposed to be original paint. But yeah, so there's an update on the Land Cruiser. Yeah, starting to look better with the caps back on. Okay, good morning. It is Friday. In the last 24 hours, it's been a whirlwind of whether I'm going to be going or not on the big trip. Still at this minute, Friday morning, not 100% sure. I'm leaning towards it, but I still would need to get tailgate, tonneau cover off off my 450 and camper loaded, move some stuff in storage, get the trailer hooked to it. Hopefully everything works well with all the work we've done with the equalizer hitches and everything like that. So another beautiful day here. We had our 1 day of rain that Leah was telling me we were probably going to get, and now everything's looking nice. So we'll know here soon. I have to make the decision pretty quick. So okay, let's head into the shop and see if I can get out of here and do this road trip or not. Just so much has come up in the last few days, getting things prepared, business stuff. Not everything went as planned, but that's pretty typical with how busy we are. You know, we are one business name, but we have pretty much 4 businesses in one, with the general automotive shop, the detail shop, and then our hot rod shop being full auto body, full upholstery, fabrication, and everything else involved in what we do to restore cars fully in-house. So with all of that, I think we're up to 21 employees as of right now. So things can get hectic real quick. Days can go by real quick. It makes things a little harder to just up and go. Yeah, just gonna head into the shop, see what I can figure out. If I finally pull the pin to do it, I will be rushing around for a few hours to see how quick I can load the camper, load up all my stuff, and get going. I want to bring a scooter and my mountain bike and a few things to have for out on the coast on the way home. At this point, I'll be driving straight through, basically, just stopping at truck stops to get out to BARRETT-JACKSON and then do more of the enjoyment road trip on the way back, taking the longer scenic routes. So yeah, we'll get down to the shop here and see what I can figure out. But yeah, today's weather is just phenomenal. I'll flip it around here and show you what's going on. Beautiful day. Trailer repairs took quite a bit more than I expected. I had forgotten that earlier this year, or sorry, I guess it was last year, we bought a small electric forklift, and I wasn't smart enough to figure out exactly how much it weighed. Even though I know it wasn't overweight for our trailer, the amount of weight condensed to the small size of it was the issue. And I loaded it in the aluminum trailer and hauled it back from Vancouver. And when I got back, it actually started to drop through the floor, and we straightened everything all out and got it all back into place last year. Didn't really realize we had much of an issue, but when we were under it to straighten out the axle, we forgot, well, it reminded us that we forgot about that accident with the forklift, and there was a bunch of cross members that had spot welds broken. The aluminum floor is spot welded to the cross members throughout, and it was all in the center of the trailer, so I wasn't too concerned. But being that we're going on this long trip and we were working on it anyway, we got underneath and TIG welded everything back up and made it better than it was to begin with. So that definitely took some more time. And then of course we did all the re-greasing of the wheel bearings and setting up the brakes, and found that the trailer safety brake control system was fried, not working, so we had to replace all that. They've got it all back together now, everything's good to go, so the trailer is ready 100%. Beautiful day. Not sure how well this grabs the look of Cheyenne from here, but all right, good timing. Everyone is on lunch, so let's just take a quick look around. Ashley's made a bunch of progress on the El Camino this week. She was doing the transmission yesterday, you'll see in the vlog, and she's got the aluminum radiator mounted, the steering plumbed. See, it's a remote reservoir. We'll go around the other side and take a look. The dash, I think we were just waiting on Dakota Digital to show up for it. So yeah, we have AC lines plumbed, radiator plumbed, fans in. Looks like she needs to do an overflow. She's got those nice billet specialties wire looms on. I was mentioning in a past vlog. They just fit right in and hold so well. And you can go further, you can spend more money if you're doing tailored wires. These wires came with this crate engine from Blueprint, but if you're using, what we usually use is the 8.5 mil MSD cut to fit, and then they make the loom that actually bolts on the back of the head that holds 4 wires, and it just cleans it up more, but you need to make those wires yourself to take advantage of the full hidden feature of those billet specialty looms. So John's been working on plumbing some fuel in the Trans Am. He's got the filter and pump in. Fuel lines run. Yesterday we retrofitted his tank for a 3/8 return on the sending unit, and just a pretty basic fuel line run on this car, nothing too expensive. Got the Riviera up in the air, not sure why, but we'll take a quick peek under here. This car we did a fairly nice stainless exhaust on. The flex pipes up front, this is all food grade stainless, should last a lifetime. Like Dave has the transmission back in. Like I keep on saying, we can get these fleet vehicles rolling really quick when we can kind of drop everything and just get on it, and then, you know, get back to the hot rod stuff after. Not that we always do. Some people want their hot rod stuff right away. We have customers that daily drive their hot rods, and as long as it's not raining, they're driving their hot rod and they want to drive it. So, but for the most part, we can do this and get these people back on the road. Probably just doing a quality check and then hitting the road. Okay, well, I think I've made the decision. I am going to go put the camper on the truck and get the trailer hooked up. And if nothing crazy happens between now and all of that, then we'll be hitting the road and crossing the border. So let's head down to the camper storage and get loaded up. This all comes together and works out. It'll be kind of interesting because this year we have not hit below zero that I have been out in. We might have been below 0 Celsius like overnight, I'm not sure. We have had like frozen ground in the morning this morning, but I have not been out in anything below about 5 degrees. So that being said, there's a chance that by the time I'm back, middle of February, that I skip winter. So we'll see. That would be interesting. Here we are. Let's get the GTO out of the way. Not too bad to push this, eh? Well, hopefully this Bronco will start up. It's been parked for a few months. I don't know if it's gonna, I think I unhooked the battery, but not 100% sure. Try pulling it back and gain some room here. Oh, battery's hooked up. Oh, it's got a good battery. Hopefully it can get fuel up.
Oh, there we go. Beauty.
Pretty centered out. Okay. Oscar and I got that loaded up pretty damn quick. Just gonna head to the shop now and get the trailer equalizer hitch adjusted for height for the truck with the camper on it. Take a shop vehicle, head home and get my generator and clothing and whatever else I need in the camper.
You know why I sold it to you. Yeah.
Right there. Okay, that'll be enough. Yeah, like it's sitting super high in the front right now. That's faster. Yeah, it's perfect. Everything is hooked up and I am leaving the shop 7:43 p.m. Friday night. Gonna head to the Sumas border and see how that goes. All fueled up. Getting on the highway, leaving Chilliwack.
In 2 kilometers, take exit 92 toward USA border and Highway 11.
Well, that was a painfully long train. Hopefully that's the end of it.
Welcome to the United States.
Good evening. Bless you.
Where do you live?
I live in Chilliwack.
Where are you going?
I'm going to Scottsdale, Arizona,
Why?
to the BARRETT-JACKSON auction.
Why are you going there?
Just a spectator. Check it out. There's car shows. It's just something I've wanted to do. I've watched it on TV my whole life.
Alright, why do you have that?
The trailer. I have my mountain bike, barbecue, scooter, spare tires.
Man, that's quite the truck.
Thanks. Yeah, the setup is mainly for pulling my boat behind, but it works with the car trailer too. Kind of a bucket list trip. I'm coming back the coastway, and there's a car show in Pomona as well, the Grand National Show. I'm thinking of bringing a car to that next year, so kind of a scouting trip. It's the BARRETT-JACKSON auction in Scottsdale.
I'm going to go inside real quick.
Sure.
Come talk to you real quick. Take that. He's coming in.
They're going to guide me then?
Yep.
Thank you.
Immigration.
Well, they're pulling me inside. We'll see what happens. Well, that didn't work out. The USA doesn't want me to come. Because I'm pulling a trailer, they think I don't need. They said I can fit my mountain bike, my scooter, my 37-inch spare tire, my barbecue, my camping chairs and everything in the camper, which is untrue. That I don't need the trailer, so they feel that I'm going to do commercial business in the USA. So I am turned around and sent back to Canada. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, every time we try and go through the Abbotsford-Sumas crossing, this is what happens. Oh. I got turned around.
I see this.
Yeah, it's the last time I come through this border when I want to go to a car show.
Why was the trailer refused?
He says I don't need it because I could put all the stuff in the camper.
All right.
Yeah, we got turned around by this guy before going to a car show. It's sad.
Did you stop at the duty free on your way down?
No, I didn't go anywhere. No.
Well, just the one across the street there.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. I waited at the train for a half an hour.
Yeah, no kidding. Eh?
Yeah.
Yards going on tonight?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen often, but once in a while they do it. And I was like, well,
It is what it is,
not
yeah.
much you can do about it.
We have a train in Chilliwack that does
They
that
were here
sometimes.
first.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy just ruined a dream trip going to the BARRETT-JACKSON auction.
Were you going to buy something?
My business partner might buy something, but it wasn't guaranteed. And then that's what he said. He's like, well, if you're going to bring back a car part way, that's doing business and commercial and all this. Same thing he said to us last time. So.
All right. You can roll it.
All right, thanks guys. Yeah, it's pretty bad when the border guards even think, why isn't your trailer allowed? You know, you got decals on the trailer, decals on the truck. This guy just does not seem to like us because we do funky things, you know, like we drove all the way to Florida to buy cars and bring them to a MegaCon. He literally told me that the wheel stands that I'm bringing are company owned because I have stickers on the box that say Stone Speed Shop, which is simply just because those were the jacks we used underneath the Stone Speed Shop car in Detroit. This guy figures everything is company related no matter what. You know, you go to a Soyuz and pick up have two cars and a stacker trailer with all the gear to show them in Detroit, and I think we answered 5 questions and the guy said have fun. This same border guard, last time we came down to go to Florida, turned us around and we had to do a whole bunch of commercial work because Kevin brought Christmas trees and some clothing for Brandon and you know, just basic stuff to put on a nice show for people. No, you know, no money being made, no commercial, not taking anything from a US. Here we are, same guy, same problems, same BS. Back at Stone Speed Shop, and yeah, crappy situation that this border crossing guy acts like this all the time. Almost because of that, I'm going to unload the necessities out of the trailer. I'm gonna head back tonight and do the trip without the trailer. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see what I can fit in here, and if I can fit everything in here that will make the trip comfortable and I can still enjoy myself on the way there and back, then I'll continue on and go back through the border tonight and hopefully see that same officer, and he'll realize that he didn't ruin my trip. He is just made it not worth as much by not bringing the trailer. Yeah, anyway, gonna get to it. All right, here we are, 11 p.m. Friday, round 2. Did everything they asked. I got rid of the trailer. I got rid of the potential commercial car show stands. I don't see why there'd be a reason now.
Welcome to the United States.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, yeah. Oh, I got.
Where'd you put the trailer?
I brought it back to my shop in Chilliwack.
Oh, okay.
Jammed my bike in the back and stuff like that. I strapped the spare tire to the back deck and figured I'm not going to let it ruin the trip. Lots of planning to do a long road trip. So.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
When are you going back to Canada?
About 3 weeks.
3 weeks. So what are you going to be doing on those 3 weeks?
So right now I'm driving the fastest route to Scottsdale, Arizona for that auction show, the BARRETT-JACKSON car show auction.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'm going to hang around Compton area. There's like Daily Driven Exotics. They're a YouTube channel. Okay. I want to go by like kind of, they call it their headquarters, and maybe buy a t-shirt or something. And then after that is, I think it's February 1st to 3rd is the Grand National Roadster Show in Pomona.
Okay.
And then after that, I'm going to drive the kind of the coast home. I think it's the Highway 5.
Don't go and pick up any vehicles or anything like that, or
No.
tow anything, or do any of that, because you're going to get yourself in trouble.
Yeah, no, I left the hitch and everything back there. I have the extension on because that's like an hour-long process, but I left the hitch and all that there. That was just an if thing. I didn't realize that was wrong to do, so now I know for the future.
All right. Cool. All right, have a good night.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
Well, it's kind of funny that he said don't go and start towing anything, because the other guy that didn't want me to bring the trailer, when he was telling me that it made no sense to bring the trailer, he also said you could rent a trailer if he buys a car. So why bring yours? I thought it was kind of a idiotic way to think about it, because why would you rent a trailer that would, when you have a trailer, you can just, use. You're not really saving any money that way. So anyway, is what it is. I am now in the USA, so I'm going to get my navigation figured out and get my speedo switched to miles. Try and keep myself out of trouble. Okay, made it to my first stop. 3 o'clock in the morning. Just pulled over at a rest stop. It is -8. I've been in the camper now with the heat cranked for at least 20 minutes. We are now up to 6.5 degrees Celsius. I was hoping to not have to stop somewhere this cold, but it is what it is. So first night in the books. We will see you tomorrow. Aaron Wilson, you are the grand prize. So you now have $1,100 to spend here. Hopefully you want some old parts that I have on the shelf or something. All right, guys. Thanks everybody for joining and watching our videos. See you soon.